Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and the patch 9.0.1, the pre-patch for Shadowlands, is finally here. And I've been so excited and waiting for pre-patch for so long that when it finally arrived, I couldn't believe it. Until it hit me, and it was almost like a wave of relief washed over me. If you are in EU, be patient, the pre-patch should be available for you guys very soon. But playing the pre-patch and for the first time in a long while, finally being able to log up back on my main rogue, not hanging out in the beta, not messing around on pre-patch or PTR, but rather playing my main with my guildies and everything. I mean, that was just an incredibly cool feeling overall. Quite a lot of you guys asked me, is the pre-patch worth coming back to? Should you resubscribe right now? And I want to try to give you guys some of my reasons why you should come back for the pre-patch. As per usual, if you guys enjoy my videos and like what I do, give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. The first reason I would say as to why you should resubscribe to World of Warcraft and check out the pre-patch would be there's always something new to do. Usually for pre-patch there's a lot of big events, and Shadowlands pre-patch is going to have a big event, a Scourge invasion. Except that'll happen later because the Shadowlands expansion has been delayed, and because of that, the actual invasion is also going to be delayed. But there is going to be something new for you to come back to. So even if you're not really looking to play the pre-patch much, but you still want to check out the event, which will most likely have unique toys and potentially mounts or even transmog that will be available only during the pre-patch, well, if you don't want to miss out, then maybe, at least for the event, you might want to relog back into the game to at least see what the new activities are, what are some of the different things you could do in the game as well. Now, the reason to come back to the game just to check out everything that's new isn't a perfect reason. I mean, if you're coming back to the game and you're by yourself and there's not really that much to do, you're not really going to get all excited about it. However, there's going to be other people like you coming back to the game to check out all these new things. And this flood of people coming back to the game is what's probably the best part about the pre-patch. It's a perfect opportunity to reconnect with old friends, especially if you have a group of friends or that one or two friends that maybe play World of Warcraft from time to time, and they will get interested and excited about a brand new expansion. Brand new features, let's give it another run, let's level some more together. So this would be the perfect time to reconnect with some people that you know. But even if you don't really know anyone that's coming back to the game, like old friends or something like that, you still could look for people to play the game with. Pre-patch would be a perfect time for you to find some guilds and find people that are interested in the same things you are. Looking for a raiding guild and want to get hardcore with it, there's plenty of guilds for that. Looking for a PvP guild, I'm pretty sure there's people to find as well. There's a variety of different players that are going to be coming back to the game, and whether you have friends that are coming back or people that are already in that are looking for more members, for raids and guilds and groups and such, that'll be the perfect opportunity to do that during the pre-patch. Since a lot of people are coming back to the game, there's going to be a lot of activity out in the world. And I don't mean just at the max level, I don't mean just in the endgame dungeons, but people are going to be re-leveling characters. People are going to be checking out some of the new features. And Shadowlands comes back with a variety of different leveling changes. Quite a lot of them actually. From brand new time walking leveling to ability for you to gain and unlock allied races easier, so that's more heritage armors to unlock, and more ways for you to play with other people than before. The world is going to be pretty populated. Whether you will be questing in Legion, Warlords of Draenor, Mists of Pandaria, Wrath of the Lich King, any of your favorite zones, there will be other people to play the game with, since so many people are coming back for the pre-patch. Not only can you make brand new characters with your friends, but maybe let's say you have a main. You don't really care for alts. You can still play with a lot of people together, thanks to a system of party sync. Party sync was added quite a while ago, and I feel like not enough people really get to use it, but it's a really awesome system where you can actually sync your level down to whoever you're playing with. Maybe there's a friend or a co-worker that's coming back to the game, wants to give it a go, and you don't really feel like making a brand new character. You'd rather just play on your main or maybe level another character at the same time. Well, now you can. You can actually level characters together with your friends, playing through their quests, their expansions, whatever the experiences they choose to play, and you will still get a variety of different rewards. You don't even need to make a brand new character in order to enjoy the game with somebody else, which is another feature that's going to, I think, work really well into this whole shindig of everybody's coming back to the game. Another feature that's really cool about the pre-patch is all the class changes. And while they're not finalized, we're not playing our level 60 Shadowlands characters with our legendaries and our favorite soulbinds and conduits, it is at least something new and different. We are going to be playing the same dungeons, the same mechanics, same old raids and same old PvP comps, and in Battle for Azeroth, that stuff after a while has gotten a tad stale. Not that it was bad content, but rather you've done it so many times already, it doesn't really feel new or doesn't even feel like it spices anything up that much. But with some of the changes happening in this expansion, with all the different class changes that are happening and how that can maybe affect some of the raid compositions and what classes are now good for Mythic Pluses and which classes are and which ones you won't see within PvP content now that Gushers are all of a sudden gone, I think it's going to allow the same content that you've played already to feel fresh again, to feel new again. It's not going to be brand new by any measure, but it is going to be different. For example, I'm playing my Outlaw Rogue, and with some of the changes that Outlaw have gotten, I feel like my rotation is a lot faster. Certain abilities are off the GCD, so my thought process for when I'm playing the class is just a little bit different, and it's just a ton of fun. Mythic Neolotha is a raid that we've played through a billion times, it feels like, and probably the most amount of time I've done raiding of this expansion so far. Just constantly grinding through Neolotha, killing the bosses over and over and over again, making sure that every one of our guildies gets a mount. But I feel like these fights are going to be a little bit fresher, now that my class plays a little bit differently. I feel that your mileage in this one will vary, depending on your spec, depending on the class that you play. But Shadowlands, for the most part, does offer a variety of changes to classes. Most of them, I think, are good. Certain specs and classes feel different and fresh when you play them. Once you had to rely on all of your corruptions in order to be effective, most of the classes will start to feel less reliant on those. More class abilities, more class gameplay, and that's really what a lot of us wanted. So I feel like just the gameplay, the raw gameplay you can still squeeze out of the pre-patch is definitely something worth considering. And finally, of course, the preparation for the future expansion, the Shadowlands. There's a lot of things you can do right now proactively to get yourself really readied for the brand new experience that is Shadowlands. And there's a couple things you can do, from playing different classes, trying out what you might want to play. Maybe your main doesn't feel as good, or maybe your main is insanely fun, and maybe now will be the perfect time for you to decide which character do you really want to step into the next expansion. Maybe you've healed all the time, now you want to tank. Maybe you tank regularly, but you want a DPS, or in any order of those things. Maybe you want to figure out which waltz you want to play, and it's going to be difficult to enjoy the game without anyone to play with. I know that Blizzard tries to create as many features as possible for you to be able to play solo. Jump into random groups, look for pugs, but trust me when I say this, playing with a guild or with any kind of organized group is quite enjoyable. There's something special, something extra about it that's definitely worth going the long way. I know, the game used to be a very social game, and right now you can access everything through LFG. But if you play the game like it is supposed to be a social game, like back in the day, maybe vanilla or something, I think you'll still have yourself a very enjoyable time. Trust me, without guilds, it's very hard to enjoy the game sometimes, especially for those of you that want to play off-meta specs. Guild is fine with you, but the pugs might be a little bit too harsh. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is going to be some of my reasons why you should go back to the pre-patch. I hope you guys enjoy the pre-patch as much as I do, because I find myself surprisingly enjoying this more than I thought that I would. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see all of you in the next one.